So I don't know if any of you guys have seen the movie, The Book Thief, but in it, Liesl Meminger says, sometimes when life robs you, you gotta rob it right back. Well, that's what happened to me on the day of June 8th, 2012. I woke up one morning and I couldn't feel my feet. They felt like they were asleep. They just didn't want to work. Called in sick. Before I knew it, I was in the hospital. I had acute kidney failure and they were rushing me to surgery. Later down that way, I almost actually became a double amputee with that. And the road in that hospital was not the nicest, to say the least. There were things like tubes coming out of my legs, in which I had huge incision marks all the way down from the knee to the ankle. There were things where they called me Hot Wheels because I could barely get around in the wheelchair at that time. So with that, my parents took me out to Camas, which is where I kind of grew up. My kids went, my car went, my house went, and that's where I learned a whole lot about myself. I learned to accept the help from other people. I also learned that I can walk again, I can keep moving, and I do have it within me to keep pushing. So with the wheelchair, the walker, the sorrow, the pain, I grabbed my running shoes and I decided to start going. It's been a long road and it's been a heck of a ride, to say the least. But 6 surgeries later, my kidneys are fine, no problems. I am now able to, well, I just did a 4-mile hike and I now obviously have high heels on, which was like the goal of all time. And the big joke between my parents and I now is, well, you know, if I had lost my legs, they could have just roped me up in the saddle because I rode horses a lot. I used to show. Roped me up in the saddle and I would just teeter-totter my way on down the road. And as much as I thought that that was the funniest thing in the world, my father, to say the least, did not. He rolled his eyes and went, oh, Laura. But here I am standing, and the moral of the story is never give up, because even when you are in your darkest, deepest spot, there is always a way up. And it's usually within yourself. And as long as you can just dig that one little rope up and get one step further out, you're good to go.